Can you shut that one? Well, I'm glad Hobby Lobby had some young people there that were high school age, knew what prom send-off decorations were needed, because I feel like we were both pretty clueless about that.
Since I ain't been to prom in over 30 years, it seems like.
Yeah.
Just a goodbye. Cause I'd be dang if I blow up all them balloons by myself.
Well, I was gonna help, and I'm not.
I don't blow up one. I got asthma. That's what that's done.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we got to go and get those decorations together. That was nice to spend that little bit of time. No arguing, no fighting. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, that brings my thoughts. You know, I know we've been, I've been trying to talk to you and ask you some questions about our marriage and try to bring up. Anyway, I've been trying to skirt around the edges and ask you to talk about things, and it hasn't been the right time or the place. But I want to ask you something pretty important, and since we got a minute, can I ask you something pretty direct?
Sure.
Larry, do you, with everything that's happened outside the house, inside the house, everybody involved, I mean, all the varying factors and everything, do you think this is the end of the road with our marriage?
I mean, why would you want to bring that conversation up like at this present time, considering we got to start preparing for Brooke, her big day. And I think you and I having this conversation right now, it's going to conflict with what we got to do for her.
Right. Well, I know we've got a little bit of time before we need to start, and we're by ourselves, so it gives us a minute to, it's quiet, and we had a good day getting this stuff done. You know, I just figured since our moods are calm, and I've been trying to talk to you about it, I feel like I need to know something.
But right now, considering that, you know, we got to blow up balloons and put up backdrops and hang up everything for this send-off, and I want Brooke to have her special day. I want Brooke to focus on that and not look at faces and be like, what's wrong, and
I do
put
too.
a damper on everything.
Honestly, I do too. I want it to be perfect for her. And I guess if we could put my mind at ease at least a little bit and hear that, you know, you've been thinking positive things about our marriage, and maybe how maybe you could do anything from your end, and I've been thinking about things, how I can make lots of changes from my end and whatnot. You know, if I knew anything, even where your mindset's at right now, it would just really seem it could help me. Well, it could help me and maybe help us.
Honestly, my mindset is right now is on Brooke, because she's been looking forward to this. We've been planning this. She's excited. I want to make sure that it goes just as smoothly, and I want her to be elegant. I want her to be poised. I want her to be nice. I want to have a good time. So and I want to focus on that first.
She's going to be beautiful.
So
she already is.
Let me focus on getting all this stuff together and putting everything together, so when she comes for her day, it's like,
I'm going to help.
Like, oh, thank you guys, and just be so thrilled that it's going the way she wants it.
Okay. Can you make me at least a promise, or at least try to, that maybe you'll at least be pondering about my question?
Yep, I will definitely do that.
Okay.
I will definitely ponder that question.
Every time that you've asked me something about our marriage, to do something to be better, to whatever, the effort is being put in, even if you don't see it. The effort, mindset, whatever is being put in. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And I do want you to know I do love you, even if you don't feel that right this second. It is there. Okay.
Okay.
I've never stopped.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I'm gonna go fix us something. You know, do you want a drink or something before we get started?
No, I don't want to drink anything.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna make a drink because our baby, your baby, my step baby, is going to prom. nuts. But so I've been thinking, you know, maybe what do you think about us maybe going off for, you know, a few days or a week or something, maybe on a little trip, just the two of us?
Right now, like,
well, I mean, in the near future, I was thinking maybe we could go on a cruise or something like that, you know?
I mean, honestly, I don't think it's a good idea right now. I mean, with everything that going on, Brooke graduating, spend money on that, then we gotta go down to, you know, to check out her school and stuff. That's money spent.
Well,
and right now, it's just not a good time right now to.
Well, I mean, if it's the money, I mean, I'm happy to help with that. I mean, it would come from both of us. I'm just saying, you know, I think it would be good for us to, as a couple, maybe spend some time together and do something together where our mind is just away from the things that are hitting us here.
I mean, it's not even really about, you know, that, but we're spending money to do all this stuff for Brooke. Then we're going to spend money to go on a cruise, and it's not about all of that. Your money, my money, it's just taking money away from the house, and
well, I mean,
I don't think it'd be a good idea right now.
Yeah, I understand your thing, but there's also money that's being spent on other things that, you know, necessarily isn't being spent on us directly. It's being spent on other things that, you know, could be spent on us as a couple. That would be nice, you know, but either way, I mean, I get where you're coming from, and maybe we could refocus some of our time and finances on that. I'm just saying a cruise would be nice, or a little trip, maybe Turks and Caicos. You know, I mean, we talked about doing that.
That's like require a whole lot of planning and budgeting, which
I'm
now,
really
like
good
I
at
said,
doing
it's
that.
just not really a good idea right now with that, you know. And then, you know, you mentioned what, a cruise before?
Well, I mean, we almost went to Turks and Caicos for our honeymoon, and yeah, I mean, a cruise is just an idea to throw out there to spend time.
I definitely don't want to be on a cruise right now with that hantavirus thing going on, because that's just crazy.
Yeah.
And if all the crews are acting like that, then, I mean, you know how bad Georgia is as far as diseases and the CDC.
Well,
I don't want to. I don't want to be exposed to nothing like on the cruise ships.
I mean, we don't have to do that. It was just an idea. You know, it might be something that we could, you know, revisit later on, but just a trip, Larry, something that we could maybe focus some of our time together. You know, I know things are not going well, but, you know, with everything that's here that's weighing on us, you know, I think the outside factors outside of our home are what's causing us to constantly be at each other's throats and causing stress for me to do things that I shouldn't do, and, you know, but
I mean, like,
just think about it, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't think right now would be a good idea for us to even consider to go on a trip, because there's just too much going on, and I need to focus on one thing at a time before I focus on something else. So, let's get Brooke off first, and then.
Yes. He's waving us over there. Okay. I mean, I don't see any eyes over here, but I mean, it's not really that.
What you need an eye for?
You got a B for Brooke, so.
Right. Oh, you talking about for Isaiah?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn about him. This is my child's thing. I got a B for Brooke. Isaiah wanted his own eye. Let his mama get his eye.
Oh, okay.
He's lucky I didn't dot his eye for how you treat my baby.
Okay. I'm just saying it's kind of nice to have something for both of them. But either way,
we gave him our child to go to the prom with him, so he got enough.
Listen. I've been thinking about this, you know, and reflecting on some of the stuff that you've been doing, especially with Brooke, about this prom situation. And I wanted to tell you, you know, I think it's really good that you changed your mind about her going to prom and that you're not going to take her in your car. I admire that, because this is her big prom, you know, her senior prom. And I know she's made some pretty big mistakes, you know, with PCB and whatnot with the tattoo, but, you know, Larry, I think it's good. You know, you are a good dad. Whether or not I tell you enough, You made some really good decisions with her, and you do a lot of really, really good things with her.
Well, thank you. I
know,
appreciate that.
Well, I know we don't get along, about a lot of the decisions that's made around Brooke because of things that I choose to do and not consult you about. But overall, I think you are a strong father figure, and I think Brooke is going to be a really good independent woman, and she's learned from you. She's going to be a really great adult and really strong, successful person because of the figure that you've made her to become.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't gonna really ride with her to her prom. I just trying to get her attention because she's been a little extra lately, and I was just trying to make sure that I get her attention. But she's a good girl. It's my last child that I'm pushing through school, and since she's my little girl, I want to make sure she has a good send off and make sure it's right. So
I know. I mean, I think that's admirable, and I think it's a sweet thing that we're going to be able to do this together, and be able to celebrate that with her, and for her to be able to go with Isaiah and spend that time, even though I don't like him and I don't approve of him. It's good that they're going to get to do this together, and but you are a good dad, and hopefully Isaiah can see that too, and he can maybe learn something from you too, from her. I don't know.
I want to send her off right and make sure she has the best prom ever. So
I know. Yeah.
Let's take care of this.
Well, they may have some eyes up there. I may try to find an eye out just for me. But hey, don't. I wanted to remind you. I gotta pick up the banner later before the send off. So don't let me forget that. And are you hungry? Because I didn't get to make breakfast this morning.
I am hungry.
Okay, so we'll go get something to eat. Ooh, do you think maybe some of these silver balls would be good too in there? That could be. I'm just saying.
You got the pink one.
I know, but that could be.
She ain't going to a disco. She's going to a prom.
I know, but that could be the manly looking one.